So, sound effects. Making sound effects is really just a case of experimentation and then learning a bunch of little tricks, as I call them, little techniques, little ideas that other people have found out from experimentation. And that's how I discovered most of these techniques. It's experimentation. Of course, you can always get inspiration for ideas or inspiration for specific sounds from other producers using tutorials like these. But if you want to make your own sound effects, you have to spend an awful lot of time experimenting, pushing the envelope, trying all the different buttons on a plugin or on a particular audio effect, even if you don't necessarily know what that button or parameter does. So if you are looking to make your own sound effect sounds that no one's ever heard before, then allocate a good percentage of your time for digging around on the plugin websites, trying to find interesting and obscure plugins that maybe not everyone else is using too. And finally, the other main thing to consider when making sound effects is, in general, you tend to get the most interesting and effective results if you start off with a vocal sample. As you'll see, lots of the techniques for designing sound effects involve taking a bit of audio and then processing it. And if you start off with a bit of human voice, a vocal, then even if the processing heavily transforms the sound, there'll still be a bit of that human energy, some of that human vibe, human touch in that final result. There's a reason why pretty much every pop song has a vocal in it. It's because humans connect to other humans, and therefore, if you want the listener to have that deeper connection to the sound effect you're making, you have the best chance of doing so if you start off with a vocal, a human voice. And that's the idea: experimentation, finding obscure plugins, and using the human voice as your source material.